Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about creating this text effect using clipping mask. So let's just get started. Let's start by creating a new file. Go to File and New. Let's make it 11 to 8 inches and RGB and high 300 ppi. Click Create. So first we are going to create the background that we have applied to this text. So let's go ahead and do that. Go to your rectangle tool. If you cannot see that, right click and then rectangle tool. Hold your shift key down, click and drag to make a square. Now right click on it and transform and then rotate. Let's give it 45 degrees and click OK. Let's take the stroke off by clicking on none and click on fill, and let's give it some color for now. Now go back to your selection tool, or you can press V on your keyboard. Click, hold your option key down, hold your shift key down and drag. I made sure it does not align to center, but a little further away from the center that you can see. If you cannot see these pink lines, you should go to View and then Smart Guides. Make sure it's switched on. Now once you have this, press Command D to repeat the action and create few more. Here I've created about 5. Now click and drag and select everything. Now hold your shift key down, option key down, click and drag so that it comes down a little bit and release it. Now let's go ahead and add some color to this because it does not really show the difference between these squares and it becomes a little difficult. I'm going to leave a link to all the colors. I'm going to mention the hex codes to all the colors that I've used here. But please make a note, it is something that you can experiment with. Sometimes some colors look good, some don't. So I'll just show you what I've used and let's do that. Okay, so here are the colors that I've used and now I'm going to apply the same colors to that. You click on your square and then press I on your keyboard and you can go ahead and click that color. So go back to your V, or you can hold the control button and then click I and then select that. Hold your control or command, click and then select the next one. Okay, now we have assigned the colors and now it's time to make it a little transparent because this definitely does not look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the squares in the back, hold your shift key down and click, click, click. I'll go here and if you cannot see the transparency panel here, you could see it here, or you can go to window and then transparency. So once it opens up, you can see there are blending modes. I'm going to choose multiply. You can actually experiment with other things and see which colors look good. Now I'm going to select the ones in the front, holding my shift key down and choose the mode color burn. And I get something like this. I'm going to select everything, hold your shift key down, option key down, click and drag to make another copy. But it looks very uniform, so we're going to reflect it. So right click, transform, reflect, and then 90-degree vertical and click OK. Now you can see this has created a very nice pattern right here. Let me put this aside. Okay. Now select everything and press Command G or Control G to group them together. So like I said, you can always experiment with these colors and you can try out different kinds of blending modes as well because each blending mode kind of gives you a different effect. So once you have decided the color systems, everything, and you have grouped it together, now we're going to place it in the center. That's not an absolute necessary step, but let's just do that. I'm going to press center and then center. If you cannot see this right here, go to window and align. Now it's time to place our text. Now this is grouped together. Awesome. Let's go to your text field and click somewhere outside and press any text that you want. Let me put hello. Go to your selection tool and make sure this is selected. Now the text that I've used is Abadi. Where is it? Yeah, something really bold. I think it's this one. and I'm changing it to 80. It's not too small, maybe 120. More bigger, 200. Okay, that seems fine. Okay, so this one has some kind of text effect on it. No, I'm not going to use that. I want something, yes, this one. So let's make it 240. Okay, this seems fine. Once you have that, press the center, and then you can again go to align and press center to make sure it's centered. It's really not necessary. You can actually move it around and make sure that whatever pattern or color that you want is, it's right in front of that. Now let's select everything. So just click and drag to select everything. Right click, say make clipping mask. And then there you go. This is how you do it. But one thing that you should always make sure that if you want to add the effect to something in front, for example, you want to add this effect to the text. So the text should always be on top of something. So if I have a box here and then one more right here, let's just reduce this. Okay, and the background box has something bluish, and the one in the front has something in yellow. And now if I choose these things and say right click, make clipping mask, it's going to make this color because that's the background color. So whenever you're doing something with the clipping mask, make sure that the design or the color that you want to apply is always on the back and not on the front, at least in these cases. So again, click everything, right click and make clipping mask. So yes, that's it. That's basically how you create this effect on your text. And you could use this particular thing with not just with squares, you can also do it with circles or even stars. Star is actually a very good tool to do that because it creates some insane patterns, and it's pretty amazing actually. I hope you guys have fun with this new technique, and let me know if you have any questions or any Illustrator things that you want me to answer or make tutorials on. And I'm so happy that you guys are here and watching my videos and giving me thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for that, and I really appreciate it. It keeps me motivated and helps me make videos because it does take time to think about what kind of videos to make and to record them and edit them, etc., etc. So anyways, thank you for watching. I think I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.